Guys, I hope you are all right. I'm fine here, and I wanted to share something with you. So, my idea was to pass you the tools, even when you don't know nothing about how to prepare yourselves for fly. How would I do it as a noob student pilot or either as an advanced student pilot almost finishing my course? That's what I want to show you right here. So, without further ado, imagine that I just went to an ATO, I want to be a student pilot, I did my theory, okay, everything is done or whatever, I'm middle in my theory and I'm going to start flying. Okay, what do I do? How can I prepare or something? Well, first of all, if you want to prepare the flight legally, you already have the other videos that I made, but in terms of the mission itself, because of course you need to prepare for the flight to know how's the meteor, it's going to be no times, etc. But imagine that I'm going to do turns. How do I turn? Uh, how do I intercept radial if the mission is about intercepting radial? So that's what I want to talk today. So without further ado, I did uh, uh, something here in Paint for you to understand better. So, before even going further to doing interceptor radial or climb, descent, whatever, there are some things that we need to know always. And there are the aircraft flight manual of the aircraft that we are flying. And what I wanna tell you about this is that obviously if I am flying a Cessna 152, I do not want to get into the aircraft before studying the manual. Like I don't want to go to the aircraft thinking that it's a fighter jet or something. You know what I mean? So first I need to study the aircraft flight manual, know all the I would grab the checklist, go inside the aircraft and do the checklist from top to bottom so I can get acquainted with the cockpit and everything. And know if you have memory items for emergencies, also know it by heart, okay? And and yeah, so if I'm going to fly a certain aircraft, I need to know the aircraft flight manual and know the procedures, okay, before getting into it. Then the operations manual, which is basically how the company wants to operate. So how much time do you need to get to the flight? So how long do you need to get there before flight? Let's say 1 hour. You need to be 1 hour every time you're going to fly. You need to be there 1 hour before the flight. That's something that will appear in the operations manual. So how do you operate with uh, the company and everything? So sometimes it's called operation manual, the other times SOPs. Well, it depends on the company, okay? Then you have the FTM, which is basically the aircraft flight manual. It's how the producer of the aircraft, let's say aircraft flight manual for Cessna 152, it's how Cessna presents its aircraft and how they want you to fly it. But then your company might want you to fly it with a little bit more details or do something different from Cessna. And there that will appear in the flight training manual, which is basically how the company wants you to fly your aircraft. Imagine that how do we climb in I don't know, 7 Air? Basically you have to first is attitude and then you have to add power, okay? It's maybe in other company it's power attitude instead of attitude power. Maybe in other company it's the both at the same time. Well, it depends from company to company. It doesn't mean that one is wrong and another one is right, but basically it's how your company wants to fly your aircraft. And last but not least, of course, general theory. If you're going to fly, it would be nice for you to know what a wing is. And that's what I call general theory. Basically, you do 14 ATPL subjects, and you need to know a little bit about that. All right. And this is what you need to know always during your course. Of course, if you change aircraft, the aircraft flight manual is going to change. If you change company, the operations manual and the flight training manual, it's going to change. All right. Okay, so we already know all this, and let's say that we are scheduled a flight for 1 or 2 weeks. Okay, I'm gonna fly. So first of all, what I want to know is what the hell am I gonna do? Okay, in this we need to go for the training manual. All right, so here in my currently ATO 7 Air Academy, we have an online platform, and as you can come here, publications on CIEPA, which is our online platform. As you can see, it works so fast. We cannot deal with this speed, right? Come on, publications. All right, so we need to go to publications, manuals, and then we have here training manual. All right, so I already have it open here, and at mission 56, which is, for instance, radio navigation use of VOR. Okay, generally speaking, this is what we're going to do, use the VOR. So speaking about VOR, okay, I already know that I'm going to work on VOR, let's say radial interception, procedure turns, whatever. Now the question is, okay, how do I do procedure turns? How do I do radial, how do I intercept the radial and all that? Well, sometimes what you're gonna do, it's written in the SOPs. Others, it's on the flight training manual. Other times in the operations manual, and you can also check it out in ICAO documents. Like for instance, if you're gonna do procedure turns, they are highly described on Doc 8168, which is, by the way, the IFR Bible. And some things that are in Annex 6. Let's say you're going to do your first flight and you need to do fuel planning. Okay, you can go to Annex 6. You have some clues on it, and also applicable theory, which is basically if I'm going to do radial interception, if I'm going to work with VOR, I would like to know what the VOR is. Let's say not in detail, but at least in general, how's the VOR, how does it work? So I'm not clueless about this. And afterwards, after checking all these documents for the thing that I want, let's say I want to intercept radials, so I'm going to search each and every one of these manuals and see what they say about radial interception. And when I have that general knowledge about how to intercept a radial, I'm gonna try it. Okay, I'm gonna look for simulators to do it, which means you can have a flight simulator, explain. I personally love this website I'm going to show you, which is Luis Monteiro, which is, I think it's a Brazilian one. Luis Monteiro simulators. Yeah, and it's completely free. You just come here and you can simulate whatever you want. Like you have VOR simulators, HSI, RMI, ADF. So basically you have a lot of things to work on. Imagine that I want to train radial interception in an HSI. I would just come here and have all the tools I need here to do it. Okay, I can do everything, put the plane wherever I want. If I want to turn the aircraft right or left, you have everything explained here. So this simulator is really good. So guys, this is what I wanted to share with you. So how to prepare flight, and we can do a small resume about this. So first of all, there are some things that we always need to know, and we should study now and then to know them. All right, then when I'm schedule a flight, I should go for the training manual to know what I'm going to do. So learn a little bit about what I'm going to do in these documents, and then go to the simulator and try and do it by my lonesome. Of course, when you go to the aircraft, it's maybe you have a lot of doubts, and but this is the way of preparing the best you can, so you can potentiate your lesson to the maximum, because you want to learn the most you can, so you can also have fun when you know it. All right, because we don't like not knowing or to not be successful in our mission. I think we all are like that, and so this is the way to potentiate this, to potentiate your basically your lessons. And I'm gonna even do something more to help you, which is I'm going to do instrument flying series of videos. And I'm going to start with the basics like radial interception, QDM, QDR interception, and I'm going to go up to the whole route, to the whole IFR flight scheme or lesson, whatever, or mission, whatever you want to call it. And I'm gonna do one by one. I'm gonna do some instruction videos, so it's easier for you and to do it, and you have the most amount of tools. So you have as many tools as you can before going to the flight, so your mission goes really well. You learn a lot, and I hope you really enjoy it, because it's really nice. So basically that's it. If you want to if you have any doubt, if you want to add anything to the videos or something, just put it in the comments. If you also need personal help, or if you need personal help, or you want to I have some private classes or something about how to prepare the flights, or a specific flight, I can leave my mail in the description, so you can reach me. Okay, I hope you all have nice flights, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye bye.